Hello, everybody. I'm Mrs.
Hi,
J,
and I'm Carrie White.
and we are the founders of Librarians Teach. And we're so glad that you're here today with us to check out this video on this lovely Sunday afternoon. If you're here, please leave a comment, like even if it's just to let us know that the sound is working and everything's going as planned. And so we'll be checking those comments throughout the video today. And so I just wanted to say that how grateful I am for all of the customers that we have and that folks that are here today. We have the best customers, don't we, Carrie?
We sure do.
Oh my gosh. And so we started Librarians Teach in 2019. I guess it was fall of 2019, late 2019.
That's right.
And so we just wanted a way to serve librarians better, to find a way for librarians to find curriculum that they needed, just and quality, right? Quality curated curriculum. And so we started Librarians Teach with that goal in mind. And we were really building the airplane as it was flying, which, unbeknownst to us, was really great practice for pandemic teaching later. And so, just like all of you, we are both working full time. We're full time practicing teacher librarians. And so, yeah, we've had a lot going on this year, certainly. So we want to continue serving your needs. And what we're going to talk about in this video is showing some of the changes that we've made to Librarians Teach in response to customer feedback, and to just make our service better so that it serves the needs of teacher librarians everywhere.
And I think that's one of the reasons that we're both saying what great customers we have is because our subscribers have been so great about telling us how this is working for them, how we can improve, and it has helped us make this better for you. And so we value your feedback, whether you're watching this live or on replay. So if you have questions or suggestions, please share them. We're librarians. We love to collaborate. So please share with us.
Yes. And also, if you have any other feature requests too, we're going to be showing some of the features we've added in the past few months. But if you have a feature request or something you'd like to see as part of Librarians Teach, yeah, drop that in the comments below as well. And we will definitely be reading those and paying attention to those. And we appreciate that feedback so much. And so I'm going to hop over here and switch to sharing my screen. Nope, that one, sorry. And so this is the Librarians Teach website. And today we're going to go over some of the new things that might look a little different if you are a current customer of ours, and some changes you might notice. And also for any new customers, to just introduce you to what we do here at Librarians Teach and how we can possibly serve you. And so this is where a lot of our customers are used to logging in. Our website is librariansteach.com. And the menu has changed a few times up here at the top. But if you're a current customer, you want to be clicking on the login button, and that will take you to your customer login screen. Now, sharp-eyed viewers will notice that the URL at the top here has changed. You're not being spoofed. This is not a scam. This is actually supposed to happen. We separated the shopping site from our regular site for security reasons. Really, it's just a better way to make sure that our site is running safely and running more efficiently for you, the customer. And so I have one over here that I've gotten ready already with our test account, Ms. Granger. And so if you've been on one of our webinars before, you've seen her name around. And so,
and we all know what an awesome librarian she would, in fact, be.
She knew how to use a library, didn't she? She was very information fluent. And so, so once you log in, the first page that anyone sees is their customer dashboard. And this is customized to you depending on which curriculum subscription plan you have. And so it will tell you how much store credit you have available as part of your plan, not your current amount if you've spent some already. And so If you want to, just quickly, I wanted to show you how to make any changes. If you click on the My Account button, you can also access this by going to the dashboard menu and clicking My Account. You'll see a bunch of menu items here. This is sort of the not pretty side of your account. We don't talk about this much because it's just sort of there, and we don't really need to touch it much. But mainly, I wanted to just remind you that if you have an email address, if you signed up with a school email, we just want to make sure that you're getting our emails, because when we send you a reminder that your curriculum subscription is about to renew, and that means you'll have a charge up coming up, then here is where we will send that. So your email address you have listed here is the one where we will send it. So if that's a school email address and you're not checking your email over the summer, most of our customers signed up over the summer last year. And so we just want to make sure that that's an email address you check regularly, so that you don't get any surprises about your subscription renewing. And if in case you would want to make any changes before then. So you can change your email there and save changes at the bottom. Also, the payments method is where you would change or update your credit card in case your credit card expires or you would need to change that information. And so I'm going to go back to my dashboard here. Oh, sorry, that's what I needed to click. Oh dear. Okay, so as a quick reminder too, as this is loading, there we are. Just a reminder that if you haven't changed your password in the past year or so, it's always a good idea to update those about once a year. And if you're like Carrie and I both, we're not very good at remembering passwords, or certainly not strong passwords with uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters. So we both use a password manager. I use LastPass, and that is a huge amount of peace of mind. We're not paid to say that at all. It's just a product that we like. And so that's something we recommend if you don't really feel like remembering a strong password to keep your account secure. And so for shopping for products here, there is a short explanation on your dashboard for how to do this, but just to demonstrate, if you click on the shop for products, or you can click the shop button in the top menu. This is the part where we've made the most changes, actually. And so we've added a search bar. That was, first of all, a really big request from some customers. They wanted to know, like, well, how do I find something? Like, what if I want to find a specific kind of product or a specific thing? So for instance, you can type in scavenger hunts. And any product that has a scavenger hunt as part of it will appear here in the results. And so that's an easy way to shop for something. And I go back here to shop. The second section was a customer request. They asked, well, how do I know when there's something new published, or when there's new products that are available, especially seasonal products? So we added this new products little bar at the top that will update periodically. And so it's just an easy way to find out what's been brand new published. Also, though, please sign up for our email newsletter, because we'll be sending out, Carrie, help me out, is it about once a month?
Monthly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, monthly emails to just show, here's new things that have been published that maybe you missed if you hadn't visited the site in a while.
And that's one thing I would add that we're really committed to is we didn't say, okay, we've got a year of curriculum, K through 5. There it is. It's done. We want to add new products all the time because, as you know, in teaching your library classes, things change. There are new things that are kind of trending, maybe social emotional learning or STEM or makerspace. The trends change. And so we're committed to consistently adding new products.
And certainly one of the things we also wanted to commit to from the beginning was that librarians could customize and choose their own lesson products, choose their own curriculum products, because we know what works in one school isn't going to work in another. Mm-hmm. And librarians have different styles of teaching. So we want to offer that diversity and that breadth. so that you can make the best professional decision for your job. And so something that will work for you. So then finally, if I scroll down here just a little further, you'll see we have the biggest change was we set up the store by categories. And so this was an easy way. We wanted to provide librarians an easy way to shop for just the things, like if they just need a second grade lesson for tomorrow, wouldn't it be great if I could just click a button, like the second grade lessons button, and only the lessons and curriculum that is for second grade appears. And I will say we're pretty strict about grade levels. We're not tagging a whole lot of things to say like, oh, well, this is for second grade, but it could be used for third or fourth or fifth. It really has to include the standards for that product, like in the lesson plan, in order to be counted as a lesson for this. And so, of course, some of them will be adaptable for older or younger grades, but we wanted to make sure it's very useful to you. And so second grade does happen to be one that we have a lot of good choices for. And so, yeah, you can scroll up through those and find what you need. And at the bottom, if there's a second page, you can always look through more of them as well. And so that's one example of the categories. Another is that we had a request to say, well, I have a favorite seller, someone that I really like shopping with. How could I find just their products? And we said, okay, great. That's wonderful. So if you know what you like and you know the type of seller that you like to teach the way they teach, so we have a category listing for the sellers or the brand of products. And so right now we have 3. We have library learners, which is Carrie, and Mrs. J in the library, that's me. And we have Mrs. Reader Pants. And so it's an easy way to just search and look at just their products. The newest products from that seller will be at the top, though you can change that. You can sort it yourself.
And that's another thing that we're committed to, is adding more librarian authors to the shop. And so if you have a favorite, please comment below and let us know. We do have strict requirements. As we said, it needs to have a lesson plan. It needs to be standards based. And we do stick with that, but we'd love to hear any librarians that you love to buy products from, because we'd love to reach out to them to be added to our curriculum.
Yes, absolutely. We want to expand, and to offer more options for you and more high quality, really well curated curriculum, so that what you're getting is going to be good pedagogy, as well as fun, engaging lessons. And so then one other last thing I wanted to show is the filter button. Now, I will say this is a limited function. It's new on the site here, but you can change the filter by price. It only goes by tens. And then when I click on filter, whatever you've selected here, so this happens to be Mrs. Reader Pants' brand, now it will only show things that are a maximum $10 price. And so that can be helpful to you. Again, I know it's not as limited. Something to know, though, is that when you change the category here, it's going to jump you to that category. It doesn't add a filter. So you can't have Mrs. Reader Pants category and then just her second grade things in addition. So if I would select second grade from here, or say third grade, it's going to jump me over to the third grade category, and I lose it's going to be everything, not just Mrs. Reader Pants' product category. So then lastly, before we go here, I want to quickly show how to make a purchase if you are a customer of ours using this new shopping experience. And so Carrie, did you want to add anything while I get that set up and ready to go?
Sure. And I thought one thing I might add here, for those of you who aren't familiar with our product at all, is what our product is basically you subscribe and you get a certain number of credits that you spend in the store. So you can either be an annual subscriber or you can be a monthly subscriber. And so at that point, then you'll have credits to spend. And that's what Colette is going to show you, how that checkout process works with those credits.
Yes. And so when you go to any product page, like a lesson or a curriculum product that you'd like to check out, we do provide specific information for every single product. So this happens to be one of mine. It's a digital read aloud for graphic novels unit. And so every product has grade levels listed that you could use it for. And if, for at least I can say for my products, if I list a grade level, that means I've included standards for it. And whether or not the product is editable. And the teaching duration, we put in the number of class periods you could use it. This is based on a standard, even though I know there's not really a standard elementary fixed schedule class. So I would say minimum 25 minutes-ish, maximum about
At least
45. Yeah, I mean, 25 would really be squeezing everything in. And the idea is that a class period would also include book exchange, as it usually would. And so that's our estimate of how many class periods we use it for. Often that's based on our own experience too, of how many class periods we use it the same lesson for. And then for every product, we have a button to download the preview. That's usually going to be a PDF document or a video that will show you a little bit about the product and give you some more information about it. And if you keep scrolling down a little bit, you'll see the further description. This would just give you more information in addition to the preview about what's included, things like file formats. Is this a digital product or a printable product? What kinds of activities are included, and what the lesson plan, specifically the lesson plan grade levels. And every single one of our products will include standards in the actual product listing. So it will include AASL national standards. This is the updated ones from just a couple years ago. And we include the letter and number of all of the 6 categories let's see, inquire, collaborate, explore, curate. Oh dear, I'm forgetting the other 2 now. And we'll also include National Common Core. Those are the 2 standard sets that we guarantee will be included. And then sometimes we also include state standards depending on the seller or the brand. So for instance, I'm from Pennsylvania. I often include Pennsylvania standards in my lesson plans.
And Kara, I'm from Texas, so I have the TEACs or TEX, depending on how you say those. I have the Texas standards in there because that's what I use when I'm preparing lessons for our school.
And yeah, if we are including them for ourselves, we figure we might as well, let other librarians from our states use them as well. And so if you wanted to purchase this then, after checking all of that out, you're going to click Add to Cart. And then from this page, it actually takes you straight to, you'll see the cart button changes, and there's a button to take you to the cart, or you can keep on shopping if you prefer. And then in the cart button, here's where you'll see your store credit. So it may not be applied automatically. It might be though. So if it's not, you just need to click on the button and it'll say, okay, I need to use store credit instead of charging your credit card. And so the total should come to 0. Though we should note that if you use up your store credit, you're welcome to make purchases beyond that. We certainly don't limit anybody and say, you're not allowed to get any more curriculum than this. So then clicking the Proceed to Checkout button takes us to our checkout here. Your billing details, this should all be saved from when you've purchased your curriculum subscription. So you don't really need to change anything here. And then clicking Proceed to Payment. Here's where, again, if you're using Curriculum Pro store credit, make sure your total comes to 0. And so then you're just clicking a button that says, yes, you understand that our curriculum subscriptions are one user, and that if a colleague of yours wants to use it, just refer them to purchase their own. And you click Place Order. Immediately, you'll be taken to a screen that has your download link, and you'll also get an email that has your download link in it. So if you're not receiving those emails, then that's a good indication that you should check your promotions folder or check something that's going wrong there with the email address you've used. Again, with school district email addresses, we find a lot of times they go to spam unless you whitelist our email address. And so here's your download link that will download. Most of our products are zip files that you would then extract. And all of the files for the product are included there. And that's about it. If you want to go back to shopping more, you can just click on the logo at the top and it takes you back to the shop button. And of course, when you're done, we all know it's best practice to log out. The shop site will ask you, like, are you sure you want to log out? And you say, of course, yes, confirm and log out. And it takes you back to the login page. And so I'm going to check here to see if there's comments. And so, Carrie, do you have anything to add?
I was going to say that what we've seen over the past year is that many people do use all their credits and then go beyond. That we found that our subscribers have been very happy with the quality of the products that we have available in our subscription. So we feel confident that it's a strong product available and that it will really be helpful to you. We both know what it's like right now in the teaching world and the school library world, where you are just so busy. Many of you can probably relate. I feel like Chromebook manager could be an alternate job title for me at this point. We're all just so busy, and we wanted to provide this to give you quality, engaging library lessons with so much convenience that it would make life much easier for you.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, we have enough on our plates right now that the idea if you could take curriculum planning or curriculum, if you need a lesson, a quick fill-in lesson or anything like that, or your next unit, we wanted to be sort of one-stop shop for the kind of curriculum that librarians need. So I just popped back here to the main site at librariansteach.com if you'd like to check it out. So if you want to see our pricing plans there, they're under the pricing tab here, and you can click join the wait list for 2021. Each year, we have our annual plan is offered on a limited basis. And so joining the wait list will make sure that you get an email, and we'll let you know when that annual plan is available, where we offer some extra savings. And then if you would like to join right away, and this sounds great to you, then you can go over to the curriculum shop here. And I know we have links on the main site to this as well. But at the bottom, there's a link to subscriptions. And you can see that one of ours is available at the moment. It doesn't say read more. You can actually add to cart. We're calling this one Curriculum Club because this is the monthly plan. So you can check that out if you're interested.
Yes. And are you going to show the curriculum maps also?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I'm so sorry. I forgot that. So if we go to both websites, the shop site and the regular site have links to this in the menus. The curriculum maps was something we offered as a suggestion. Certainly, again, we want everyone to be able to choose what curriculum that they have. But if you maybe need some ideas, we have curriculum maps organized by the United States school year, fall, winter, and spring. And so, for instance, the spring curriculum map here, we have listed as months for week 1, 2, 3, and 4 for pre-K up through 5th grade, I believe, right? And so the idea is that some of these lessons you can stretch, or some of them are meant to be used multiple weeks. So we occasionally will copy the same product in 2 different places, and that means you're using that lesson for 2 weeks in a row. To maybe extend that or do a different activity as part of that curriculum product. And so we have that listed here in this table. And so it just goes from pre-K all the way up to 5th grade. And so that's one option, as just to give you an idea of maybe a place to start if you're a brand new librarian. We understand how overwhelming that can be.
Yes, and we know you'll have your own. For example, we have Battle of the Books in 5th grade. So part of the year, I'm going to be doing something that's just specific to my school district. But I know that for the rest of the year, I can count on having lessons within this subscription. When we were creating this, we thought about, if you were a 1st grade teacher, you'd get like the 1st grade reading book, the 1st grade math book, the 1st grade science book, the 1st grade social studies book. There you go.
Hopefully.
We hope. Or at least a website and on an
Yes.
ebook. And what we have found is a lot of times as a librarian, there's the library. You're going to be teaching every day. Good
Yep.
luck.
Here you
And
go.
you've got to create everything from a blank piece of paper. And we wanted to have a little better collaboration so we could help you with that and help you make good use of your time.
And our goal is to provide all of the products that we offer as being a part of those curriculum maps. That's certainly maybe not where we're at this exact moment on this today, but that's the idea, is that we'll be able to offer some choices, like if you're teaching a specific topic or a specific unit, that you could see 2 or 3 different products that would meet that standard or that topic as well. And kudos, Carrie is the one that put together all of those curriculum maps. And so that was just amazing work that she did to fill in the spaces and see where things could fit. And so that's awesome.
And I like to have a plan. I like to have a plan at the beginning of the year to know where I'm going to go. And of course, I adjust during the year. Things happen. We had our big Texas blizzard this year and lost a week. You never know. But I like to have a plan so that I know I'm ready to go for the next week.
Yes. I think a lot of librarians are planners too. Like I am too. That
I bet they
even
are.
if I don't follow that plan, it's nice
Right.
that it's there and I at least had an idea of how I wanted things to go, even if we went to digital learning or we decided that there's a snow day. So yeah, it's always good to have an idea of what you're doing perhaps next.
Exactly.
And so I think we're about to wrap up here. But we will put links to the site and links to join the wait list down in the comments after we close here. And yeah, we hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And thank you so much for joining us today.
And whenever you watch this, we'd love to hear your questions and comments below. Please share. We'd love to hear from you. Bye.